Hi, everybody. This is Gayle, and welcome to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Let's see who we are joined by. Let's see. We've got Peter Parker in the house. So, hi, Peter Parker. And we've got Tanya Lambert in the house. So, hello. Let me just go ahead and flip through some of these comments. Yeah, we'll be here soon. Tanya's saying hello. So, hi, Tanya. Yeah, I don't know about the melon. I haven't tried it yet. Tanya says, I don't know. I stopped drinking soda a while back. I had weight loss surgery 2 years ago. Thought it was you going to get some online. Oh, ad sucks. Don't like sports. Can't help the ads. That's not on me. That is on YouTube. And it's hard to complain about YouTube having ads because that pays the freight. But they do get frustrating sometimes. So, anyhow, I'm doing good, Tanya. How are you doing tonight? I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a busy week, hasn't it? It's been a busy week for me anyway. I'm going to guess it's been a busy week for you all as well. Judging from the comments and the messages going back and forth on Facebook, it looks like it's been busy for everyone. Crazy things have happened this week, though. I pulled up Twitter and saw that there was a tower that had fallen over in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. That was a little crazy. Glad it. I hate to say better them than me because I don't wish it on anybody, but it's insane. I know it's going to be fast, right? Although you're giving me hives again. I'm sorry, Tanya. I'm sorry that you're having a lot of anxiety. Ooh, thank you for sharing on Facebook. Thank you. I was just checking too. I was going to check with Candy, the wee service dog, and see how she is doing with her move and stuff. So I have not done that yet. I should go do that. But yeah, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I got to pull this up because it's mind boggling. And apparently there was some kind of car accident, and it hit this tower thing. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Of course, you never know what kind of crazy things are going to happen when you get behind a wheel these days. Yeah. Maybe I could just pull up their Twitter feed. That might be fastest. Oh. Okay, let me pull this up because you guys have got to see this. It is the craziest thing. And let's see, who else have we got in here? Chasing 28 Smith 12. Hi and welcome. Nice housekeeping. Now you got trees. Yeah, changes all the time. Sheffield, England. Well, hello and welcome. Thank you. Yay. And let's see, Tanya says she applied for a new apartment and has been in severe panic since I think the idea of such a big change has me panicking. I don't do well in change. Yeah, but you're talking about moving. That is a huge, huge deal. And I don't care if you're moving across town or if you're moving across the continent. It's almost the same thing. The process doesn't change. You've got to pack all of your things up, put it on a moving truck, get everything settled for deposits and electricity and all kinds of things. So, yeah. And you are welcome. It is good to see you in here. I don't think that I've met you before, but welcome to our stream. Live stream. This is where I try to talk in complete sentences and sometimes make it. And you never know. We just talk about anything on Saturday nights. The rest of the week deals with travel stuff, and on Saturday nights we just kind of let our hair down and have fun. I almost got into a car accident today. Roads getting icy. Yeah, Archer's been having trouble with ice, slippery. Oh no! Yeah, it's winter. Winter is crazy, and that's pretty much what happened with this thing with TVA. I've got to show you because if I hadn't seen it, I would not have believed. If I hadn't seen the photos, I would not have believed it. And I had to check and see and make sure that this was actually a legit Twitter stream. So let me show you this. How's that? How's that for crazy? That whole big tower. Whole big tower. Apparently, from what I'm gathering, is there was an accident there. And with the accident, it took out a couple of legs of the tower. And that caused like the whole city of that town, wherever it was, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, that caused that whole town to be without electricity. There you go. That's where they were trying to work on it. January 23rd at 4:56 p.m. It was already getting that dark. Insane. Insane. So, everybody, careful when you drive. Because you just never know. Yeah, I have to change everything. My doctor's, everything is 2 hours away. Yeah, I think that's one of the worst things about moving is just having to get set up again and get new doctors and new support network and stuff. Let me see. I've got a tweet coming in myself. It's Gloria. What is Gloria saying? Oh, no, I'm not. She says I'm not dressed. I don't have my hat on. She's right. Now I'm dressed for the live stream. My signature hat. But yeah. And let's see. Chasing says, I'm not enjoying the UK lockdown. It's awful here. Looking forward to change and getting back to work. Yeah, I can see that. We have not been locked down at all in Tennessee. Over here in Virginia, which is next to Virginia, but Virginia has had some lockdown, but not as much. And like over in Tennessee, there's no mask mandate for even wearing masks. So it's our numbers are skyrocketing. So yeah, I'm just hoping that when they get a vaccine, that the vaccine works and actually takes care of this, right? Chasing. No, change. You know, the thing about change is sometimes it's good, but we always, whether it's something we look forward to or not, we always have this growth that happens, and that growth comes at it's hard, it's difficult, but Tanya, I gotta say, honestly, what all you've been through, if anybody can handle a move, it's going to be you and Archer. You know, absolutely. See what else we got. Hi, Gloria. Gloria, you know you can come into this chat room, right? Come on. Until May. Okay. But if it saves lives, and see, we're not doing anything like that here. So I will definitely keep my fingers crossed for you. Tanya says she's not locked down there, but she does have the mask mandate. Now, that is true, Chasing. That is very true. Change does always happen. Hey, Laurie. Good to see you. Welcome tonight. I hope things are going well. Archer is munching banana chips. See, I didn't find out until recently, and it may have been you that brought it up, but I didn't know dogs could eat bananas. Had no idea. In Missouri, yeah. Peter, how? Oh, yeah. Halloween, 281 days. Ouch. Lori, wow, yeah. So we got to get through January, February, March, April coming up. And I don't know if Stellar's going to be in here tonight. She's not going to be on with me, but I have just roped Stellar into doing for my other channel. She's going to do a video with me on cheap date ideas and cheap Valentine's Day craft. And so the whole idea is to go to the Dollar Tree and get something super cheap, but just kind of make something cutesy for Valentine's Day that's coming up. I'm so excited. Oh, he hates regular bananas. Yeah, interesting. Loves banana chips. I wonder if it's the crunch. Okay, interesting. And Tanya says she thinks she's nervous about the next doctor appointment coming Monday. Well, whatever they're doing, I hope that goes well and you get good results and solid answers. Because that's always a frustrating thing, when you go and you don't get good, solid answers, and it's like, it could be this, but it might be that, and we don't know. Drives me crazy. So hopefully you will get good answers. You want her to play the flute again. Maybe we should just all, if she comes in, we should all pick on her about that and see if she will. She should. She definitely should. Maybe we can get her for the Valentine's Day thing. Maybe she can play some kind of fun, romantic music. What would you all want her to hear if we could get her to play the flute? What would you want? Chasing, just to bring you up to speed, Stellar Piper, Stellar for short, plays the flute. She's a regular, you might say, in the channel because she's my daughter. And she lives in another state. But she is very, very good at playing the flute, hence Stellar Piper for her nickname. And she's carried that on over to YouTube too. So, looking at loose skin removal from losing 150 pounds. Okay. Well, we will hope you get that because you still never know. She said she would. Well, she might tell you she would, but I haven't heard about that. So I will get on her back and we'll see what happens there. Or we can harass her in the Facebook group. I didn't suggest that, did I? Would I do that to my daughter? I would, wouldn't I? She can handle it. Tanya says anything. Okay. Oh, awesome. Daughters are great. How old are they? Are they adults or kids? Mine's an adult, or so she says. Now, let's see. Tanya says before Christmas. She said after Christmas. This is after. So if she doesn't come in tonight, we'll just kind of harass her in the Facebook group. Tanya says yes, and she says so would I. Yay. Good. The more the merrier. That may be what gets her to actually do it. Because I have been trying to get her to do a Christmas CD of flute music forever. Like, we're talking a decade. So when Stellar shows up, we're just going to all have her do it. Who gave her that nickname? Well, I think it was kind of a hodgepodge. I think she came up with it, and then it just kind of stuck. But yeah. Aha. Speaking of Stellar Piper. Hello, Stellar. How are you tonight, Stellar? Has your life been good today? Are you having a good night, Stellar? Because we want to talk to you. I would say harass you, but we're not going to harass you. It's just a talk. 16 and 12 and doing a great job. Oh, those are fun years, too. Those are fun years. My younger one's on horse. She's got 2 horses that she owned. So be careful, because if you introduce your kids to horses, it may end up with them owning horses and doing a stint in vet school. Just maybe. Teenagers, yeah. That is fun. Are your ears ringing, Stellar? Oh, Lord, what did I do now? Stellar. It is not what you have done, but what you have not done, and what we would like to harass you, talk to you about doing in the future, and that's playing your flute. Because Tanya said before Christmas you would do it after Christmas, and so we've decided that now it's after Christmas. So when you and I do the Valentine's Day item decoration and date ideas, we think you should play the flute. Non-copyrighted, let me get specific here. Non-copyrighted, royalty-free flute music that YouTube won't smack me down on, okay? And Tanya said she's up for anything. Oh, my stars. I'm not even going to go there. No. I don't do jokes like that. Pretty name chasing. That is, I agree. Hello, Peter. It's what you will do. See, Tanya's saying that. Flute video, you said you would. Yeah, Stellar, you said you would. We're gonna like maybe even create a thread in the group so we can like keep reminding you and keep reminding you and keep reminding you. So, all right, everybody who thinks that Stellar should play for the Valentine's Day, I think we need to all raise our hand in the chat room. Here we go. I'm raising my hand. Let's see. You are a Piper, true. I did, and it's definitely after Christmas now. Yep. See, you got your whole cheering section. So there you go. All right. See, you got to now. Tanya's getting on to you, Stellar. She wants you to play your flute too. Hey, Beverly. How are you? Yay, Stellar says she'll play something. All right, Stellar. So you have time to think about it. And like I said, you play anything you want to as long as it's royalty free, no copyright. So YouTube won't like yell at me. So great. That'll be good. Beverly, we have just convinced Stellar to play something online. We've got a Valentine's Day video that we're going to be working on coming out. We've just convinced her that she should play. Tanya's reminding us to go wash hands now that we've waved him. Good point. Original piece. Ooh. She's upping the stakes on you. Upping those stakes. Just saying. But we won't give her any pressure. We'll let her pick something that she wants to do. And I'm, just in case somebody here is not in our group that wants to head on over to Facebook in a little bit and join our Bodacious group over on Facebook, I'm going to put the link in the description box. Well, it should already be in the description box. I'm going to put the link in the chat box. I told you that occasionally I can even talk, right? So let's Get her in there. So, yeah, I agreed. I hope that goes well. I'm excited. Once it gets finished, you should post a photo so we can all see it. You'll make us hungry. Nice, really. Johnny says, you may not. I never said that. Okay. Sorry. Ooh. Beverly says we need a romance song, maybe from Disney. Romance sounds good, but we have to watch that royalty. Really? That is awesome. We're very fortunate to have such a geologically, I don't know how you want to say, but just a really diverse country to live in. Terrain, landscape, just some amazing stuff. Can I ask which area you liked in particular, or if there's one that's, just kind of stuck out? We're all in different sections of the country here in this group, and I've been across the country, actually kind of across the continent, because I did Canada too, driving to Alaska. Haven't gotten to England yet. Keep hoping, keep saying I'm going to get there. So far, it hasn't happened yet. So hopefully. Let's see. See, there you go. Now we've even got Laurie's hand raised. That's true. Okay, we're going to skip those. Madrid, whole wheat sourdough waffles, they were okay. Sounds pretty good. See, Laurie's hand is raised too, Stellar. You got to. Did you hear about the hungry clock? It went back for seconds. Oh, now that's cute. Okay. Okay, that last one was cute. That's true. Nashville was great, she says. Yeah. Country music capital of the U.S. Grand Old Opry, great shopping over in Franklin. I'm glad you liked it. The land of biscuit, grits, and gravy. And Texas, Galveston. I've been to lots of portions in Texas, but not Galveston. We talked about going one year, but they had just had a hurricane that did some damage, so that took care of Galveston. Sad day. Sadder for them than for me, though. It's in the Midwest. That's cute. My friend from high school moved to the UK about 15 years ago. That's awesome. And kneading it is tough. If you have a KitchenAid mixer, those things are unbelievable, and you can knead in that. Sourdough is challenging, Beverly's saying, but Gayle, Sam, and King Arthur have been helpful along with a helper to knead. I just got the hang of regular bread. You, but you've done some really good looking bread. Yep, sausage biscuits and gravy. Nope, I needs it by hand. I don't need by hand. I use the KitchenAid. Woo! Sheffield, South Yorkshire, home of Def Leppard. Now that would be. Does he have a home or a museum? Something is tickling my brain, and it may not be there. But does he have a home that's like a museum or something there? I agree. Laurie says that's great. True. And Stellar says, okay, someone on the bread subreddit said there's a guy with sourdough starter that dates from the Oregon Trail and he gives it out in the mail. Oh, wow. Now, that's really interesting because we don't think about sourdough starter living that long, but it does, and it can live for literally generations. I think it's what San Francisco that they're using the same starter that they have since like the company began. The band has a star outside City Hall. Okay, that would be cool to see. I may have been thinking about somebody else because I was thinking that somebody, and I thought it was Def Leppard, who in their hometown that there was like actually a museum that was dedicated to them that maybe they had either started or donated a lot of stuff to. So obviously I've got the wrong place in mind. So sorry. But that would be really cool to see. Your brain may not be there. Sorry, could not resist. Just a joke. Okay. I don't get that. Oh, if you're talking about me, that happens a lot. You know, the whole head injury thing. So, yeah. Oh, and Beverly, let me go back up. She says, I have a KitchenAid maybe next time. Could be. Because they're great. They are great. So, wow. So, what time is it over there where you are chasing? Here at 7:28. I know you're what, like 6 hours, 5, 6 hours? Tanya says rabbit trail. I understand. And yes, you do. And I'm glad and sorry that you understand. I'm going downstairs to make a cup of English tea. That's awesome. That that is one of the several things that England is known for. Johnny says it's 6:28 and Chasing says it's 28 and here it's 7:28. Neat. Neat, neat. So, she's going to go make tea. Fortunately, I remembered to bring mine. And where did Laurie go? Is Laurie still here? Laurie, I'm using this just for you. This cup is from Canada. I got it at the $1.25 store. We call it a dollar store, but your $1.25 tree is our dollar tree. They just charge you too much. Ah, gotcha. Rabbit Trail, definitely. Now, let's see. Where did somehow or other my chat got? It's 12:28 in the morning. 0028. Hey, Chile expat family. How are you? Now, it's been a while since you've been in here, and we are glad to see you. Yeah. Ha ha. I got that. Yep. And Tanya 28 after midnight. We have Poundland. Okay. Not sure what that is. I will have to look that up unless you want to say more about that. And Tanya says, I'm from Missouri. We are the show me state. You must show me what that means. Gotcha. It's we would say 12:28, but some people do say 28. 21:28 in Chile. Nice, nice. Jim, have things been going well? And Jim is Chile expat family here. Or actually, I'm sorry, you may have already said that. If so, I apologize. There it is. Yes. Now, you don't have snow on the ground, right, Jim? We may have it all. Although this was actually taken about a week and a half ago. But it looks like we're going to get some more When you live in the mountains, it's kind of the way it happens. Four wheels and flies a garbage truck. Uh huh. It does indeed. Oh, it's summer there now. Nice. Very nice. I am so sick of this snow. Laurie's here. Okay. Laurie, just want to show you my drink cup. I'm using my Canadian one just because in honor of you. I use it a lot, but tonight I specifically remembered to get it in honor of you. Yes, I did live stream one day from the middle of the interstate. That's been what, year and a half, 2 years? Been a while. Snow on the 14th of January, just a dusting. Okay. I wish I don't mind just dustings because they come and go. It's the kind like this that comes and keeps on coming. Around here, we have this saying, and I don't know if you guys have it, and if you do, let me know. And that is, it. Whenever the snow won't go away, we say it's hanging around for another one, which means there's going to be more snow coming. I don't like that. Tanya says, what's amusing is in UK, our biscuits are cookies. So my friends said they thought she was meaning to put gravy over a cookie. Oh, okay. Laurie says, awesome. Just for you, Laurie. Uh-oh. Bread's a little flat looking as it goes in the oven. It may puff up a little bit. I'm going to be anxious to see how it does. It may just need a little more time to grow, but try it and see what happens. It may still have a pretty good flavor. It may still have a sourdough flavor, but it may be really dense inside if it's not quite risen enough. But you won't know until you try it for sure. So, but do post a photo later. 2 years, I think. Could be something like that. Year and a half, 2 years. My husband still can't believe I did that, by the way. Whoa! We canned 80 pounds of cherries this week. No mass since last March, and it's summer there. Yeah, a lot of our churches, everything's weird. A lot of our churches in most of our states can have church right now, but there's a lot of restrictions: mask wearing, hand sanitizers, social distancing, all coming into play. Now, there are, of course, some churches who choose to take those rules and toss them out the window, but most of the churches have those kinds of restrictions in. Hopefully, it'll turn out as good as my cornbread did. Oh, your cornbread turned out. That is cool. I can't make cornbread. I just cannot get it. And Tanya's saying that her grandmother said that the date of the first snow is how many snows you will have that winter. I am so in trouble. I am so in trouble. Thank you, Beverly. I would really like to see it. I think Sam would too. Jim's canning peas, raspberry jam, and extracting honey all this coming week. Now, extracting honey to me is just a fascinating process. I have a friend that used to keep bees, and I've always wanted to see it, but I have to keep myself away from it because I'm allergic to bees, so I can't be around. But I just think that hearing about the process of, do you call it robbing the bees? Because that's what we've said here. But just that whole process is fascinating. Definitely busy week. Laurie says that her winter has been mild this year. Normal temps are negative 30. Yikes. That doesn't bode well for summer. Very cooler. Laurie, that's terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Does that usually mean that summer's hotter? Because I know that there have been huge problems with the forest fires all up Canada and Alaska and western US and northwestern US. Where in the US are you? I am in the South. Abingdon, Virginia is my address there on most of the YouTube videos. So I know where Nashville is and Knoxville and been all over the state a bunch of times. That's Celsius, the air turns to ice. Wow. You know, you're talking about the air turning to ice. I wanted to do this thing where you take super hot water and you throw it outside and it kind of crystallizes. I've seen so many YouTube videos on that. But when I was in Alaska, it was in the last February, it was in the upper 30s. So I couldn't do anything like that. I was like, oh, because I'd even called the hotel ahead of time. And they're like, yes, you can take a cup of coffee water, the hot water from coffee. And they're like, we will allow you to do that. And then it was too warm, and I was like so depressed. Not super depressed. You can't be real depressed in Alaska if you're there just visiting, but I was like bummed out, I should say. Hotter than more bugs. I hate bugs. Yeah. Tanya's Midwest near St. Louis. Chili says 80 today, and that is hot. Wow. Yeah, I had to, Tanya. And I was like so excited because I wanted to do that. And then it was just so warm. And believe it or not, I had bought all of this cold weather gear expecting it to be really super cold because had we been up there the week before, they had negative 10. That's when I called the hotel and I'm like, hey, can I do this crazy thing? Because I've seen it on YouTube. And they were like, yeah. But I didn't even use my cold weather gear. I wore my jacket. I didn't wear my thermal layers, my base layers and stuff. Didn't do that at all. Wore my jeans, my turtleneck tops, and a jacket. I was done. Yep, Laurie's in Calgary. Tony says that she and Archer would not be able to get anywhere that the scooter would freeze. Now, that of course is a problem in Alaska or anywhere that those colds. I mean, Laurie's going to have it too. Hey, Laurie in Canada. CA. Yep. Okay. That's cool for us in the summer, Chili. We get into the triple digits here. Yeah. Now, Jim, what portion of the U.S. did you live in? It was hot in a hotter area, right? Before you moved? I'm thinking. Um, I will tell you, though, the hottest place I've ever been, there's two, actually. I won't say the hottest, but I'll say the most miserable. The hottest was probably Las Vegas in July, but Charleston, South Carolina, and Philadelphia, Mississippi. It is hot, triple digit hot. Plus, I think they have quadruple digit humidity. It was awful. Most miserable there. And Lori's saying hi. Archer is pouting. She put away the banana chips. Aww. Poor Archer. He'll get him again another day. But you can't reason with dogs and tell them that, though. Yeah, humidity. It was awful. Muggy. Oh, my stars. Still a fun time, except awfully hot. It's bad here. It makes it hard to breathe, and you get soaked. Same way down there in Charleston and in Mississippi. But I even noticed some humidity when I was up there toward Montana this last time. Of course, it had also we'd had that massive storm, but I noticed some humidity there. Normally, it's not bad. His vet took away his dog treats. But he still gets bananas, so that's a treat. Stellar says, give him one for me, Tanya. Okay. She will. Thank you for coming in. It was good seeing you again. I'm glad you stopped by. Took time out of all of your canning with the cherries and peas and everything. That's awesome. I hope that all goes well for you. That is awesome. Okay, Tanya's saying that Archer can have green beans, blueberries, and banana chips. Now, I didn't think that you could give blueberries to dogs. I thought they were like grapes and raisins and chocolate, and that you couldn't do that. So that's interesting. Yay! Fairy Anna's in. Let the party start. How are you? You're not technically late because whenever you come in, it's right on time. Right? You can tell yourself that. That would be my story. I would stick to that. Goodbye. Laurie says this year's warm, but normally it's way below zero. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't mean a exceptionally hot spring. We'll cross our fingers anyway. Yes, darling. Fashionably late. And she also says she's good, tired. I understand that. I think every mom in here speaks that language on a chronic basis, and every woman that's in here speaks that language on a chronic basis. I hear you. Tanya's saying, nope, they're good for them. Have antioxidants for dogs as well. He also takes probiotics. Huh. I didn't know that. The things you learn online. And Tanya's saying, how are you? Awesome. Now, I think there's a few less critters at Faith's house. Do your critters eat blueberries? I just have to ask this. She's got several different types of critters. I just have to ask. Tony says, I'm an ant and I sure understand. Yep. I was afraid of that. Warm, dry summer spells disaster. For northern forest fires this summer, not a good thing. I agree. Hopefully this will turn around and it won't be quite as warm and it'll cool off and you'll get the rain. I mean, you'll get snow. That'll help with the moisture if you can't get rain this spring. Dogs eat blueberries, cats don't. Her cats don't. Cool. That blows me away because I did not know that. The things you learn. That's cool. You all remind me about this when I get my service dog, okay? Yeah, warm, dry winter means forest fires this summer. And those are super scary. Super scary. Says someone who went down the road in Canada at the Alaska border with fire on both sides of the road. Not the place I wanted to be. And for those of us who've never lived in a fire area, it is a total eye-opening experience. Tony says he had an illness when I got him called Giardia and has had to take probiotics ever since. I didn't know that. I thought he only had to take it for a little while. Okay. When I had iguanas, they loved blueberries for a treat. Neat. That's cool. That's cool. Intestinal. Yep. I did Faye. Yeah, he was really sick. Really sick. Poor puppy sounds awful. But, uh, huh. So, I, I'm hearing that really animals can eat a lot of the foods that people eat. That's really interesting. I may have to do some more research in this because, like, I had no clue. He was very sick. Yeah, I remember it. Please do. I would love to see that. I'll send you a link to dog friendly foods. Thank you. That would be great. Just PM me. And he was very sick. Yeah. I'm going to be on the watch for that. And hey, you all, those of you who are in our Bodacious group over in Facebook land, we are going to be having a giveaway coming up very, very soon. And I've got some new jewelry in, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. This is very specific to our hashtag, Be Bodacious. And I think y'all are going to, I think you're going to like it. I hope you like it. But I'm going to be giving away a piece in about a week. So look for that. It's going to be a fun thing. But I want it first. The first folks that see this, I want to be in our community group because we have an awesome community group. So I really want to do this there, and I'm excited. So the 30th is what I'm looking at for the giveaway. So that's actually a week from today. Thank you, Fariana. This is a little different than some of the things that I've done because we've ordered special charms and stuff like that. But it's very keeping with our theme, and I'm really hoping y'all like it. So I'm going to be asking a question in the Facebook group later on in the week. And the way we're going to do it is if you comment on that, then you are entered into this drawing. It's going to be a random comment picker, and I'm going to encourage you to tag people and get other people to make a comment on it because they'll be entered in the drawing, but they need to say who sent them because, like, if you send somebody and they win, you will too. Okay, does that make sense? So look for that. Some of the villa, okay, going back to the chat here. Some of the villa in his intestines died off because he was sick for too long. Oh, Tony says it's beautiful. Yeah. I'm glad you like it. I really am. Poor dog, he was like a rabbit poo every step. Aw. Please do. Please do. It'll be coming out. I will be posting that probably on Thursday. It's a travel related question. Really simple. Nobody has to study for this. So it's not a test you have to study for. It's just going to be just a fun, fluffy question. So, yeah, but do that. So, yeah. Oh, I hear my husband in there rattling dishes. He's doing supper for me. I started it. He's just got to let it simmer. I'm like, I don't trust him too much unchaperoned. So, like, I'll start dinner and let him just get to the stir point. But on the times that he does cook, you can bet it's either going to be liquid salt or too hot. Like the day he was cooking curry and bless his heart, if a teaspoon of curry is good, why wouldn't a tablespoon be? Twice on the same dish, double seasoning. So, got to watch that. He went from 55 pounds to 111 pounds 2 years later. Yeah. LOL liquid salt. Yep. Oh, yep, he does that. It was bad. It was bad. Okay, Stellar. Got it. Okay. And Tanya says way too much. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's but men do great when it's things on the grill. Have you all ever noticed that? Like if there is this danger aspect where something might explode or a fire that might get out of hand, they do really well at stuff like that. But if it's normal stuff, I don't know what that is. Or that's the way it is with him anyway. So oh, good. Stellar said she thought her stew was yummy, but Hub said it's not his thing. He turned me down when I offered to buy a pizza, though. See, that's good. That's a step. And you can always have it for lunch in the week. Fariana says Michael makes pasta as well, but aside from that, he avoids cooking. That's not a bad idea. Still says she'll let him know. Pastas are good. It's kind of hard to mess up pasta. So if there's a way, though, he'll find it out. So, but it's pretty cool. At least he's in there. He helps. He can stir. So I'm going to have to go in there probably in a few minutes and check on him. So does anybody else have anything that they want to say tonight or share? Make sure that I don't have another message. I don't. Okay. I'm looking forward to stew and cornbread for lunch this week. Good. It's a lot healthier to take your own lunch than it is and cheaper than it is to continue to go through like drive-throughs and order out and stuff. Fariana says she's making spaghetti squash tomorrow. Ooh, are you going to do a video on that? Because I would love to actually talk with somebody who has cooked this. The one time I did, it was awful. But I have a spaghetti squash in there because it came in the Misfits box. Yep, cornbread, absolutely. Oh, Candy the Wee Service Dog says, quick eye, still cleaning. Candy, I was wondering how you're doing. I was wondering how the move was going. Chasing, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate that. And I will go by and check your channel out and hook up there. But we're always here on Saturday night at 7. Even a good thing can get tiring. Yeah. You have to put olive oil on it, flip it over, bake for 20 minutes, or until you can put a fork through the shell. Okay, that is not how I did that. That is not. I cut it into pieces and I didn't peel it, but I did cut the pieces off of it, and then I boiled them. And it had all the stringy spaghetti stuff in the middle of it. And so I boiled that too, as well as the chunks. Could be why it didn't turn out that great. Pork chops cooked with carrots, onions, and cabbage. Oh, that sounds delicious. Go back. Hey, give Candy a treat for me. Here you go. I'm going to go look for that video. We'll fill you in another day, okay? Well, I hope it's going to go well. Tanya sounds good. Okay, if that would be great. Just send me a PM on it because that sounds great. Well, you all, thank you so much for coming in. Candy, wishing you well with the move. Tanya, wishing you well with the doctor's appointment. Hope life is good. And y'all, we will see you all tomorrow night, 9 p.m. I'll do the Bible discussion and then, of course, videos this week on travel. And then I will see you on Saturday and look for my question to come out in the group. So I will talk to you next week, you all. Go out, be bodacious, enjoy life, and I'll see you on the next time. Bye.